Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting, Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sap. I camp out with Lion's Den, Hawan Ben Yeshua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first I'd like to say a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Akims, and to the women and children. Kal Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Ha Rokak Rodash Mahamaf. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and truth. Double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Hawam. Salutation to the Ark and to all the four corners of the earth. And to the women and children, Shalom. Okay, well, this is all over the news, right? About, but he's a deputy sheriff or something like that. New details, they say here, about Illinois officer charged in Sonny Massey's death, right? Nothing new, right? This is going to keep happening. It's going to keep increasing, okay? But before I go into it, the title of this lesson is called Wisdom Cries in the Streets. Okay, here we go.
Learning more about the Illinois Sheriff's deputy charged in the death of Mother Sonia Massey.
Information about Deputy Sean Grayson's past is raising questions about why he was hired in the first place. And that includes having held 6 different jobs in law enforcement dating back to 2020. ABC's Andrea Fujii has the details.
New details emerging from allegations of aggression and integrity issues involving Sean Grayson. He's the former Illinois Sheriff's deputy charged in the murder of Sonia Massey. She called 911 earlier this month to report a suspected prowler at her Springfield home. Body camera video shows Grayson responding and later shooting Massey as she held upon
Let me stop it right there. You know, it's crazy, it's sad, but we live in a wicked world, right? Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked, right? And they already knew about this young man having that kind of rage towards our people, okay? I mean, I remember a couple of years ago, I'm talking about 10, 20 years ago, they used to have a website where you can look into, when you get pulled over, you can look into the police that's putting you over, to their name, their badge, and look if they have any criminal record, right? They removed that. Okay, they don't want people to have that kind of, insight of information to keep by the police officers, in straight line. This is going to get worse. Okay, it's not only the police officers, it's also, if you have children and you're sending them into school, right? If you have health issues and you're going for help, right? And also, even in the military, right? What happens in the military stays in the military, right? I mean, they write books so you can buy them, but they should have a website where you can just go and just read exactly what's going on, okay? So things are going to escalate. Jacob's trouble is going to increase, is what I'm saying. And the elder did a lesson to encourage us and to remind us how important is wisdom is the solution to our problem, really, to get the hell out of here, right? And it's talking about really wisdom from above, not the wisdom that this world wants to keep on demanding and enforcing on us, right, to hold on to, right? They don't want us to keep looking towards Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, you so-called Negros, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds, okay? I want to go to Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Slakia. Wisdom cries without. She utters her voice in the streets. Right? I mean, our people are going, to and fro, okay, looking for the solution to the madness of this wicked world, and they keep chasing the bag, right? And then if I become filthy rich, I won't have no more problems. How many of our people are rich, right? And have problems, right? I mean, it's not the solution to the problem. It is part of the problem. We all got to work and pay our bills, but it's going to get to a point when they kick in that, bring in that new cashless society system, right? Um, invisible money. We're not going to have the that desire. It's going to be a wake up call. We're going to say, wait a minute, now we don't have no money in our pocket. We can't keep it in the bank because it's going to expire because of the new rules that they're coming with, right? So, and plus, what's his name? Carl Schwab made it clear that you will own nothing and be happy. Okay? So the solution to all this madness is to come back to Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai. Okay? And to gain wisdom from above, we have to fear. Right? Pray for wisdom and understanding, which 2/3 of people don't want to do because, to pray for wisdom and understanding in the name of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, you gotta suffer. We're gonna suffer, right? And we gotta be patient while we're going through the suffering. Okay? But the interesting thing that I find is that 2/3 of our people don't mind suffering for the Edomites. Right? They work very hard and study what the Edomites offer. But to come to Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai and suffer and do the walk, that takes a lot of love, a lot of humble, right? And meekness. Okay? I mean, our elders have walked through that, been through it, and remind us, right? The importance to keep looking into wisdom and to improve ourselves, okay? I mean, it's a beautiful thing when you really think about it, that we're going to be learning for eternity with Yahweh Shai. You can't even do that with AI, okay? As much as the Edomites talk about how intelligent AI is, okay? It's not going to be for eternity. AI cannot go that far. I want to go to John chapter. Oops, what happened here? 7, verse 37. In the last days, that great day of the feast, Yahushua stood and cried, saying, if any man thirst, let him come unto me and drink. Right? And we always pray and hope that we be able to do a Passover, right? But it's gonna come a time that and we don't know when that time is gonna be. Not even Yahweh Shai, okay, not even the angels. When things gonna shut down, right? So while we have the elders and the archiums, right, that are been consistent in their studying, like the elder said, all we got to do is just keep practicing the precept so we can sharpen our sword and get better at it. Okay? I got a long way to go, but I keep on doing it. I keep on working and I keep writing, and enjoy it, because it is a joyful thing when you really look into it, to have that kind of understanding, right? Especially that the Edomites are going to increase our suffering. But then again, that's Yahweh, Bashin Yahushua is going to test all of us, right? Verse 38, thirst for the truth, for the word, okay? Verse 38, he that believes on me, as scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water, right? So by keep reading scripture and playing it, sometimes when I come from work, I take a little nap, and if I see that I can't read, I just play it and record it, right? And go and follow it. You know, the more I keep it close to my heart and in my belly, the more peace and the more focus it will keep me. You know, that's all we got, all we can do to the best of our ability. Because, this kingdom is wicked, man. You know, it's an ugly place to be, right? And the solution is to call Yahweh Shai, right? And keep working at the wisdom from above. I want to go to Isaiah chapter 55. Verse 1. Oh, everyone that thirsts, come ye to the waters, right? To the scriptures, to the elders, to Achims. And he that has no money, come ye, buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. Yeah, right? Give your time, right? Do the work, right? And the studying. It's like exercising or when you're playing a sport, right? You got to be consistent so you can get good at it, because without this shield, we're nothing but worms, man. Okay? This body's very fragile. I mean, we don't know if tomorrow we're going to be waking up, right? I don't know if tonight when I go to sleep, if the Edomite decide to break in and just grab me. You see? So wisdom from above is what's going to keep us strong, right? And it's going to help us for the big test that's coming to the whole world, really. But I'm talking about the so-called Negros, Latinos, and speckled birds who are on the highways and byways doing the work of Yahweh Shai. All this killing that we see in the news, all this suffering from this wicked world, our people. And the solution's right here in the scripture. It's the only solution, it's the only remedy. I want to go to Revelation chapter 3, verse 18. Let me hit this, Slakia. I counsel thee to buy of me gold, try in the fire, Slakia, that thou may be rich, and white raiment, that thou may be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness does not appear, and anoint thy eyes with eye salve, that thou may see. Right? Salve is really Yahweh Shai, right? And since he's the one who went through it, right, through the trials, and to show us the walk, as well as other prophets and servants, right, like Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, right? Even King David, okay, went through it as well, okay? So we're no different, right? And we are sinners, right? We foreshadow the glory, but we got to keep at it, right? Keep our eyes on the prize, as they say, okay? And the beautiful thing is that the Bible only belongs to 12 tribes. It doesn't belong to the whole world. It only belongs to the so-called Negros, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds, right? And those who are called, and those who fear and tremble and repent, right? So it's a beautiful thing to be called, and to know that we have a book, and that we have a king, a big brother, right? And that he has elders out there in the Octans that are walking the path and have been doing it for quite some time. I want to go to 1 Peter. 1 Peter, where are you, Peter? Give me a minute. Here we go. 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 7. that the trials of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perish, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahweh Shai. Right? Knowing that he's going to come back, and he is going to come back. That's a sure thing. Right? For him to see, that through the angels, they record everything that we are doing every day from the beginning of time. Right? And him seeing us working and studying, right, to get better at it to the best of our ability. It's a beautiful thing knowing that when he comes back, you can look at him and say, yeah, I've been working at it, and he's going to say, yeah, I've been watching. I saw that, and improving. Okay, it's a beautiful thing also, because it gives you it gives you strength, right, for the things to come. Okay, so we are all being tried to become, as gold, precious gold. Okay, the real gold. That's how valuable Yahweh Bashin Yashai looks at us, how much he loves us. I want to go to Job. Job chapter 23, verse 10. One thing about my elder, though, when he says he's going to do a short lesson, he can do 2 pages or keep on going. Verse 10, but he knows the way that I take. When he has tried me, I shall come forth as gold. And that's what we got to be always in reminding ourselves, right? We are being tried through Yahweh Shai, our elders. This walk, it's a everyday thing, okay? And even the Edomites, right? Yahweh Bashin Yashai will use the Edomites to even try us as well, okay? And 2/3 of our people that don't know how faith looks or how faith works, right? They don't believe in it. They don't care about it. They're stiff-necked. When the second shutdown comes, right, the more we study, the more we be closer to hearing him in the direction we got to go, right? Because it's going to get crazy out here, okay, when that second shutdown comes. We don't know when, but it's going to come. Verse 11, my foot has held his steps, his way have I kept and not declined. Yeah. The pressure that the Edomites are going to put to all of us, okay, that it's through wisdom from above that we're going to have the strength not to go to Egypt for help. I mean, there's going to be no store open. Okay? I mean, how many of our people can say, well, if I starve and die, let it be? Right? This test is going to be intense, man. And ugly. I want to go to Psalm chapter 1, verse 6. For Yahweh knows the way of righteousness, but the way of ungodly shall perish. And that's what the Edomites that are going to put the pressure on us, on all of us, especially those who are doing the work of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, the so-called Negros Latinos, American speckled bird, men and women, right? They want us to go back being ungodly, right? They want us to stop going in the highways and byways. I mean, some of us are gonna be prosecuted, thrown to jail, beaten up, right? Hell, torture, right? Beheaded, right? Murder, okay? It's only through wisdom in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, right, that we're going to be able to make it out of this and to, to win the race, right? I want to go to a song, chapter 37, verse 18. Yahweh knows the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. You know where is that we have an inheritance forever? That's something that the Edomites cannot take away from us, cannot steal. But you know where we're going to get it? Is through the wisdom from above, being consistent in learning, right? And fearing. That fearing part comes first, I'll be honest with you. You won't know what love is if you don't fear first, okay? At least that's what I have experienced. In the short time that I've been in the camp, I've seen people come and go, and I pray that he keeps me with that fear. I want to go to song, and and meekness. That's very important too. Song 139, verse 1. O Yahweh, thou hast searched, right? What he did with King David, me and know me. Yeah, he's the only one that can say, okay, let me get your attention, right? And show you where you are. And, that's like when we have elders, right? And Akims, okay? But Yahushai also, right? He will get our attention, say, hey, look, keep working at it, right? A reminder, Salakia. Keep working in it, right? Keep improving. Don't quit, okay? Because this battle is spiritual, okay? And boy, are these Edomites are heading in every direction. I mean, the air's polluted, the water's polluted, the food's polluted, the land is polluted, the clothes is polluted, the money is polluted, right? So the only way we're going to make it out of this is that we got to keep at it, right? And keep holding on to the name, believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, okay? And just keep learning. Verse 2, thou knowest my down sitting and my uprising. Thou understands my thoughts afar off. Yeah. Who better can know us that created us, right? And they will get our attention and say, okay, well, you still gotta, it's like when you're cooking food, right? The chef knows exactly to what level the food is ready. So that's what they, we have, the blueprint is already in us, right? In our DNA, to put it another way. And we have to keep being consistent in fear in order to get wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and right, through learning and studying, so we can reach the level that we need to reach. Okay? Verse 3, Salakia. Thou compass my path, and my lying down are acquainted with all my ways. By us putting our trust every day more and more in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he's the only one that can guide us in the path that he already, through the Father, has set. Like the elder said, we don't have to guess anything, figure anything out. It's just keep at the work, keep the work, So far I got the glasses on, so yeah, become a nerd. That's the most important thing. Yet is a beautiful thing. Job chapter 14, verse 16. For now thou numberest my steps. Dost thou not watch over my sin? Yeah, that's right. We don't know the number of steps that the time comes and say, okay, that's it. Okay? So that's how important the work, the learning, the studying, and the most important, again, I gotta say it, the fearing. Because when you really look at what the Edomites are doing when they do this kind of shooting to our people, I mean, they shot her. He shot her in the face, man. That says a lot, okay? When you watch a movie of mobs, gangsters, right? The crime people, that's the first thing they take pictures and say, well, it was shot in the back of the head, shot in the front. What area they were shot determines what was the behavior, right, of the person that did the shooting, right? Was it intent? Was it wicked? Was it a mistake? Not this one. No. Okay? It was not a mistake. I mean, look at the distance, all right? The distance that the woman is and he is for him to even think that the hot wall is going to even reach him. Like he's going to be just standing there. As soon as she throws a hot wall, he's going to be standing there and stay still. Right? So he has a lot of room, a lot of space to move, is what I'm saying. No, he had to pull the gun out. Not even a taser. Right? I mean, I'm sure that her parents will probably get a lot of money, but that money can only keep you more blind. Right? Than knowing that being called to the truth with fear and trembling, receiving wisdom to learn and study. So when this madness is going to increase with the Edomites as time goes on worldwide, that we will have that shield in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, not to bow down to them, I want to go to 17, verse 17. My transgression is sealed up in a bag, and thou sewest up my iniquity. Yeah, that's another thing. The beautiful about, the wisdom from above, right? Because of our transgressions, it'll seal it, right? He won't look at it, okay? I mean, we all sin and fall short of the glory, so the solution to the remedy is in the Bible, right? But our people, so-called Negros, Latinos, Negros, speckled birds, at least 2/3 of them, they love only the wisdom from this world, right? I mean, it is an addiction that we've been indoctrinated, right? But that's what we gotta break away from, right? Not get caught up on the things of this world to the point where we don't make the time to study. Because time is very precious, I'll be honest with you. Okay? We don't control time to begin with. Let me go to Psalm chapter 56, verse 8. Thou tellest my wandering, but thou my tears into the bottle, are they not in thy book? Right? I mean, everything is written, okay, for us to learn and to gain the understanding And to know that the more we keep doing the work, the better we're going to get. Okay? And the protection. Boy, do we need protection with Yahweh Shai, with these madness that's going on in this wicked
Boiling
world.
water.
Especially now with technology, right? The 5G, and they're gonna, eventually they're gonna keep increasing it. Okay, what they call that, dirty electricity, right? We need Yahweh Shai in everything that we do, and all he's asking in the name of Yahweh Shai through the elders, right, is that we put the time and study and keep working at it to the best of our ability to get better at it. Verse 9. When I cry unto thee, then shall my enemies turn back. This I know, for Yahweh is for me. To have that confidence, reassurance, right? That we've been doing the work, right? To the best of our ability, and then when we cry out, boy, are we going to cry out? That we know He's gonna send His Son to help us, to guide us, to protect us. And if we have to go through the dying for the word, that we're going to do it with honor, right? And not bend our knees to these wicked Edomites. Song chapter 90, verse 12. So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our heart, our mind, unto wisdom. Woo! Wow. It's right there, right? It's getting better at the precepts, to dodge these bullets that the wicked Edomites are throwing at us, right? We're living in the matrix, and we got the book. Even though the Edomites use the Bible, but it's not their book, right? It's our book. And we got the elders, I'm going to leave it with Psalm 39, verse 4. Yahweh, make me to know my end and the measure of my days, what it is, that I may know how frail I am. Yeah. When you get sick, you realize how frail you are, right? And then the second thing that comes to your mind, or it should come to your mind, if you fear and trembling, I must have a purpose in life than just to eat, sleep, go to the bathroom, and work, right? And we've been called to know what our purpose is, to be superheroes with Yahweh Shai, right? And to remove the wicked kingdom, this hellhole, right, from the face of the earth, and to put the Edomites back into slavery for 1,000 years. Let me look at something here. Nope. I think I'll leave it at that. I hope this was edifying. And with that, I'll say Shalom.